Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Stray Salon. You have tuned into a Lap It Up, my drink review series. Whoa! Today's drink of choice is I want to say long awaited, but not really. I have tried to get this several times whenever I've been looking at the Bones coffee stuff online on the Walmart app. And it always shows there, but then when I try to get it, it says it's sold out, and I'm just like, so I was at a Walmart. I actually went in. I know. If I edited, this would be where you'd have the gasp track. The ooh, ah, yeah. So there was one particular version of the canned Bones coffee that I definitely wanted. I burnt my tongue the other day. Sorry, getting off track on purpose. Not on purpose, but like... Oh, nice! They got bikes! Cool! They've usually been walking on an older couple, but now they got helmets and they're riding bikes. That's sweet! I like that. Of course, the wife is just... Pew. Usually, when that's not... I'm not trying to be ageist or sexist, because it does apply to both. But usually, whenever I see what appears to be couples, or possibly just family or friends, the male is usually ahead of the woman. And not because he is stronger or faster. I'm not going to get into that debate. But, like, usually you see the guy, like, get in the head, get in front, you know. And that's not always the case. Anyway, as I was saying, I burnt my tongue. A little tiny spot. Messed with it. I got a... So every time I talk, it rubs against my teeth and then I feel it. But, besides that, yes, it's one of their cold brew lattes from Bones Coffee Company, and it's the Smores time. I have been wanting to try this for a while. I know that they have other flavors, but like I've only done like 3, I think, or 2. But I've never been able to get a hold of the s'more version. So we'll try that out. 220 calories. And I definitely love the artwork on the Bone stuff because it's always very Halloween-y. And maybe it's Bones. I mean, it's, maybe they didn't mean it to be that way, but I always feel like, you know what, somebody's justifying the holiday being all year long. Even unintentionally. 3 grams saturated fat, you got 180 milligrams of sodium. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not my bag, baby. Yeah. 32 grams of carbs, 28 different sugars from what I saw. And let's pop it open and get to discussing topics at hand. Or not. Or we just won't open this because Sir Drink Salon has a nervous habit of chewing nails. There. Alright. Ooh, I like the smell already. Oh, that's a good coffee chocolate smell, you know? You can, yeah. I get the chocolate, and actually I can kind of taste marshmallow. BMW, stay on the road. You have lines. thing, or were you like me? Are you doing a review? Laugh track. I could never afford. Okay, never. One day. Couple of things. I have been on my Inkit. I have some stories, and on one particular one, and one of my favorites, one of my stories called Moonfall. I have been getting comments about my stories, but they're comments in relation to sales of somebody wanting to draw a comic book version of instances in the book. Interesting, but I mean, it ultimately, when it gets right down to it, I'm not poor. Let me make that very clear. I'm not poor, but I can't. I mean, I can put on payments, money to pay for a cruise over a year, you know. But I can't afford somebody to draw the art for my, a version of my book. Even just a scene. Also, it's two artists over a very short period of time who I don't really see, like, one of them had a name that was very similar to an artist in New York, but it wasn't the same artist, but it was the same name. I don't care for that, but it also becomes people have the same names. I mean, there's probably plenty of people with my name out there. I mean, not a ton, but I mean, like, I even know one. He has almost the same initials as me. Very cool dude. He literally is, or he looks like a model. Like, the man's, he looks like a model. He was or still is in the military. He's got a wife and like 2 daughters, and younger than me. And it's just like, I was watching. Okay, one thing with Red Dwarf. I don't know if you've ever watched Red Dwarf. It's a sci-fi show, British sci-fi show. Came out, I think, in the 80s, and it's one of my favorite kind of background shows. I love them. It's a great show. It's goofy, it's stupid, it's fun. I enjoy it. But I used to play it in the background whenever I'd be doing stuff, and it's just a fun damn show. But one of the things that the characters had a situation with when they were discussing, like, the possibility of multiverse kind of thing, where there's like different versions of you doing different stuff, and one character said that all of the shit and all the terrible things that happened to him means that somewhere out there's a version of himself who is getting it, who is happy and has all of the, is doing well. And you know what? That's him. That's a part of him. In some universal sense, it's him. There's a version of him that is doing well. You know what? You can be jealous, but you know what? It's still you. And you know what? Yeah. Hell yeah. You can still be positive about that. Going, you know what? In another version of reality, I got the girl. You know, I make good money. I help people. I do stuff that is just amazing. You know, and yeah, we did the same thing. Yeah, so awesome. And I don't know why I brought that up. I got distracted because I got too into it. But what led into that? Like, why did I bring up Red Dwarf? Was it the whole like BMW thing, and you know, swerving, and me also doing that sometimes, you know? And, no, it's gone. Yep. Anyway, s'mores work really good. I don't taste anything like graham cracker, but the chocolate, coffee, obviously, and the marshmallow. Oh yeah, the marshmallow I can taste. I'm not gonna lie. That's that I got. Honestly, I mean, this is good. I have to admit, it's a good coffee. I really like this, and I'm glad that I finally got it. Oh, looky who decided to show up. It's the bookkeeper. She's been out for a few days, taking care of her mom, and she got sick as well. So, anyway. So, that's something else I need to finish. My mock-up of the ship in Red Dwarf. Don't be goofy. You don't want to be in my review. Go away. I saw her back there. She was like, okay. So, I need to paint the Red Dwarf, because I have light paint. I just haven't used it yet, and it's been sitting up for a long time. The thing is that I got disillusioned with the cardboard stuff, because once I've made it, it's great and wonderful, but then what? I put it up on display in my house where nobody will see it except you guys. You know, if you happen to watch any of my videos where I'm in my room, like if I'm like some of my gaming videos, you might be able to see it in the background, but maybe. So, or if you guys follow my TikToks and stuff, you might have seen it. I might have, because I think I showed it off there. But like anything that I do or anything that I build, like the firehouse build, who's gonna see it but me? Which, that's fine. To an extent, it's fine because it's me. But yeah, I don't know. Success means nothing unless you have someone to share it with. You know? That's why I have friends, for one. But I don't have a... That's one of the reasons why when it comes to my books, when I finish a story and I write it, showing it to people is the thing. Oh, yeah, the money thing. You know, I wouldn't mind, because I know that it's worth it. An artist's work is important and it is worth it. And just making sure that they're compensated for their time, I don't have that kind of funds, you know. As much as I'd like to see my characters come out. But also, okay, that's what I was saying too, is that it happened along the same time. One person seemed to have pointed out, they in their little comment area to reach out to me, they described certain situations in the story and what they really liked about it. But I couldn't decide if it actually seemed like it might have been like AI, you know. But there was, it just, I don't know, it seemed very medicinal, very business-like, which is fine. That definitely is fine. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be business. But I get this feeling of it being a scam. And I don't really care for that. It bothered me. I was trying not to be rude because one of them, what it made it sound like they wanted to talk about my book. Like they had some, they wanted to run by some ideas, and I could possibly talk about it. And I was like, I wouldn't mind talking about it. I mean, I don't really know what I can offer, but I'd like to talk to somebody about it. It'd be nice to talk to somebody about my book. And it didn't seem like they'd read the book, but not specifically. I didn't go into too much detail, but they started talking about like, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, and I really want to do this with your stuff. And here's some of my work. And the work seemed okay, but it also seemed like, I don't know. It seemed really really nice, but also I kind of got this feeling like, And I've had a couple people do this. And it says it wasn't the same artwork, wasn't the same story backgrounds with the little panels that they showed me. But yeah, it was just like, I didn't know if I was getting scammed. And the person was one person that I'm talking to is very, very nice. And she has come up and said, look, she messaged me the other day. I haven't talked to her in about a month or so. She's like, hey, I was doing promotion for some of my clients, and I'd like to know if you'd like to maybe talk about, discounted pricing. And I'm just like, I can't afford it. Like, I don't know what the going rate is. I don't know what you would do, and how much it would be. So, and how much control I have over the development and the content, and how long it's gonna. Anyway, so I would definitely have to have a legitimate amount of funds to put forward to any artistic rendering of any of my stories. So I don't have that. So, but anyway, drinks are really good. Firehouse is coming along. The Red Dwarf, the only thing I lack on it is I'm going to. I thought I was going to do the asteroid part in the bottom, along the bottom of it, but it's trying to figure out a way of doing it that isn't. It's difficult. The thing is, I should be able to. It's just it's a lot of work that I'm not as comfortable with. Anyway, I should do it more often. I need to go back into working on the cardboard and stuff. But anyway, that was before I put the computer in the bedroom. It's very frustrating. But anyway, the Smores cold brew latte, I give it a 4.7. Pretty good. I like it. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. As always, I'm Sir Drink Slot, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.